Hello, this video is about international tax planning if Argentina is within your plans for relocation or as a second passport and nationality. My name is Sebastian Lameres, and I'm an international attorney based in the province of Buenos Aires in Argentina, and I work closely with U.S. citizens as well as with English speakers from all around the world who are planning to relocate alone or with their entire families to Argentina. If you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, or a high net worth individual, and you're wondering how to avoid being taxed twice, both in the US and later in Argentina, you have reached the right place. Now, let me share a situation from someone who found my videos on YouTube. This business owner has a family of 5, husband and wife, and 3 minor children, and they all have dual citizenship. And by the way, they also found out through my law firm's team that they qualify for the European passports because they have ancestors from Spain and Italy. At the moment, they have the Argentine and US passports. And after having lived in the US for many years, they are now moving back to Argentina so that their children can become fluently bilingual in both Spanish now that their English is native, but being bilingual in English and Spanish is becoming a must for those who understand the Occidental hemisphere of the planet. But here's the issue. This businessman is worried because of the tax implications of having to move to Argentina while having worldwide incomes. He receives income from multiple US and international sources. He has a US company. He has stock dividends. He owns more real estate abroad besides the property that I assisted him to buy in Recoleta in downtown Buenos Aires. And he is a Bitcoin and crypto holder. And he's read on the internet that there is no tax treaty between Argentina and the US, which could potentially mean double taxation. That's a huge concern for anyone with this type of income, and frankly, anyone should be worried in his situation. Let's talk about this because, yes, there is no tax treaty between Argentina and the United States, and that means Argentina doesn't automatically recognize US exemptions or credits, and the US doesn't waive its own rules just because you're living abroad. Once you become a tax resident in Argentina, which can happen after 181 days of physical presence of living in Argentina, even if they're not consecutive, Argentina considers you fully taxable on worldwide income. That means that all your income may become taxable unless you build a proper legal structure to protect yourself in the right way. Now, here's where people often panic and where the internet will never be of any help at all. Everyone assumes that double taxation is inevitable, but that's not true. The fact that there is no formal treaty between the US and Argentina doesn't mean you're going to be a victim of both systems. What it means is that you need a smarter and more tailored strategy, one that's fully legal and based on how the two systems actually communicate and connect, even without a treaty. Let me explain this in easy and simple words. The US taxes you no matter where you live because of your citizenship, but it also allows something called the foreign tax credit, which means basically that if you already pay taxes to a foreign government on certain income, you may be able to deduct or offset that amount from what you owe to the IRS in the USA. This isn't exactly mathematical. It depends on how, when, and where your income is taxed, but it's a starting point. On the Argentine side, we have different rules. Argentina doesn't care that your income was earned abroad. If you're a resident, Argentina wants to tax what you earned, what you withdraw, and sometimes even what you bring to Argentina, depending on how it's declared. Here's the good news. Argentina's system also offers opportunities. There are categories of income that are either exempt or lightly taxed. Of course, if you know how to handle this appropriately. And there are legal structures that are completely exempt from Argentinian income tax. And there are corporate structures that allow you to receive your income through an Argentine company and only pay taxes once at a lower rate while still staying fully compliant with both tax systems or many other ones. So let's go back to the case of this person who reached out to me because of YouTube. With proper legal guidance, someone in his situation might not need to pay any Argentine taxes at all on certain income streams, or at least reduce the tax dramatically. The key is in how the income is classified when it is brought into the country and how it is received. If you bring your income into Argentina as a monthly remittance, that has one treatment. If you receive it into a US or Argentine account and use it abroad, it has another treatment. If you use it to invest in Argentine tax exempt vehicles, that opens up yet another possibility. The options are endless. The point is, this isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. Every individual, every family, and every business or company are different, and my team has dealt with each and all of these cases, and we can, of course, assist you as well. Now, if you try to assume that what works in the USA, Europe, or Asia, Middle East will automatically be valid in Argentina, you're going to run into multiple legal and tax issues, and it might cost you, your family, and your company tens of thousands of dollars in taxes that I can assist you to avoid legally. That's why I work very closely with US and English speaking applicants and citizens with dual or multiple citizenship from all around the world to make sure that they don't just move to Argentina trying to dodge the multiple tax systems they're connected to and end up overwhelmed, frustrated by bureaucracy and tax surprises. What I will do is look at your whole picture, what income you have, how it's classified in all the countries you're involved with, how to report it properly, and how to set up the cleanest, most tax efficient plan possible for you, for your family, and your business in case anything unexpected happened, and always looking at everything long term so that you can use the tax system to your best advantage and not against you. It's basic. Fail to plan, plan to fail. If you want me to explore your case, you can reach me directly through my website, lemaris.com, or by WhatsApp at 54-911-4162-0021 in Argentina, or 1-925-791-8555 in the United States of America. Also, if you found this video helpful and it made you realize how important it is to plan ahead before moving to Argentina, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you know who's thinking of relocating to Argentina. There's a lot of misinformation on the internet, and I am here to offer clear and reliable legal guidance in English and for Argentina so that you can enjoy your life in this fabulous country that keeps getting only better and better. Please reach out. Gracias.